Welcome to the Palm Plant Girl Show. I'm your host, Gail Gates, and today we are going to be talking about how to start your spring garden indoors. We're also going to be talking about different containers that you can make from ordinary items around the house. So stay with me, you'll have a good time. Welcome to the show. Hey, today I'm taking it outside because we're expecting a week of rain after today. And so I wanted to show you some ideas of some containers you can use, and you don't have to go out to the store and buy anything at all. Now this container, I think it had hamburger in it. Of course I cleaned it up, washed it really good. There's no soap left in it or anything. And this one is perfect for growing your herbs. All you really need to do is just drill a couple holes with a knife in the bottom so you have drainage, and fill it with soil, scatter your herb seeds in there, put it in the sunny window, and you're ready to go. Another idea for something that you can do is to use a soda bottle. Now black is always in, and the reason why nurseries use black pots and everything like that is because it absorbs the heat and it warms up the soil. Good for the plants. So you start with a regular old soda bottle, and yes, we drink Coca-Cola around here. And you cut off the bottom, and I have spray painted this. Here it is. I found an old can of black spray paint in my husband's garage, and so I decided to use it up. Consequently, I didn't think about affecting the ozone layer, so maybe in the future I'll use a can of paint and paint my containers. But this is a soda bottle, and it looks so much nicer painted than just keeping it clear and you put it in your garden. There's a couple things you can do. As you can see, I've got some grass stuck to the bottom of this, and that's because I've decided to layer my garden this year. I'm running out of room. So I've got my little garden within the garden, and I'll show you a picture. And inside I have it filled with soil, and I'm going to have sunflowers growing out the top. Of course, the bottom is the drainage. Another idea you can use, spray paint or paint your soda bottle, is that you can cut off the bottom and use it as a top. Keep the cap on, but drill a drainage hole. Fill it full of soil, and if you don't have room in your garden, you're like on a small apartment patio or something like that, you can hang this up on the wall. And I have actually taken grocery bags and braided them and made a rope or twine out of it. And it actually looks kind of cool. Here are the soda bottles that I spray painted, naughty me. And here is the little garden that I have. Turned the soda bottles upside down. And as you see there, I've got snowflowers that filled in really nicely. I didn't want to pull them out because I know they'll just keep on blooming. I love snowflowers. And in the middle I have my water hyacinth, my little floating plants. They're coming back to life in the springtime. And here are the flowers I will have when they bloom. Ta-da! Well, not really, but if you do choose to plant sunflowers, plant them in clusters of 3, about 1 inch apart, so they can lean up against each other and not break. Now, one place that I like to get my plants from is on eBay. I'm an eBay freak. And I got a little avocado tree on eBay. I stand corrected. I got a little bay leaf tree on eBay because I love bay leaf. The smell is so wonderful and I missed it so much. So eBay is a great place to get plants, actually, and the more unusual plants that you don't necessarily find in the nursery. And they arrive wonderful. And most, I would say 99.9% of all gardeners on eBay, if for some reason your plants don't come shipped well or they croak, they will give you a refund. But this one came wonderful, so I'm going to leave some good feedback for that person. I also bought a Christmas palm from this person, and I'm going to plant it. Here it is. I don't know why it's called a Christmas palm, but I wanted a palm tree. It came wonderful, and I'm going to plant it in this container here. I spray painted it black. And here it is. When you spray paint your container, make sure you got 2 layers on there so you make sure it's completely solid. And or if you're concerned about the ozone like I should be, then paint your container. But it looks so much better. It doesn't look like one of those little fruit or salad containers anymore. And this will look nice in my home. I'll fill it full of soil. Of course, I've got the drainage holes on the bottom. And I'm going to put my little Christmas palm in a sunny window in my house. Well, getting ready indoors is a great idea for your spring garden outdoors. Now, some people think you shouldn't start planting until the equinox. I don't exactly keep to that rule. So this is what I'm doing this year, and this little container here I got at a bulk supply store. I don't know what kind of store you call it. It's a grocery store that caters to restaurants, and you can also go grocery shopping there. I got a whole bunch of these to-go containers. Now the reason why I did not spray paint this black is because I have all of these in my little greenhouse on my black driveway, and that is absorbing the sun, so I think it's probably okay. Plus I wanted to write what kind of plant was inside here, so I thought that was pretty cool. And of course I've got my little artichokes growing. And this fell down and they all fell out right before I started taping, but they'll live. They're just fine. Now when you're starting your vegetables indoors, remember that the sun in the summertime is different than the sun in the wintertime. Now just because you might have your plants up to the window, it might not necessarily mean that your plants are receiving enough sunlight. And on the opposite end, if you have your plants up against the window in the summertime, remember that they could get too much sun, so you'll need to play around with that a little bit. In the same way, plant position is very important where you have your plants in your yard. When you're growing your plants in containers, the plants that you have, such as in my greenhouse here on my black driveway, they do fine in the winter time, but when summer heats up, I'll need to move them to the part of my yard where I'll be able to enjoy them the best. So remember, sun position and how the light and heat hits your yard is very important to keep in mind on the health of your plants. Here's the inside of my greenhouse, and as you can see, I have all my peas in a row. And my carrots and radishes and artichokes too. These are the vegetables that I am growing for the Feed the Hungry Garden project. And this is where we are taking empty city lots and turning them into vegetable gardens to feed the hungry. And there's more information about that on my website, so check it out. So inside my little greenhouse, I first started using any kind of container I could get my hands on before I got my to-go cups. And I have little drinking cups, salad containers. I've got some little pots I got for free from the nursery. But it looks kind of shabby, so I've upgraded to the to-go containers. Then I can write on them and everything. Got out there in my driveway, the black pavement's keeping them nice and warm. And when the plants start to perk up by next month, we'll be planting those in the ground. Well, over at Rite Aid, they have seeds on sale, and there are 3 packages for $1. Really good deal. But if you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't grow seeds, I can't grow a vegetable garden, well, I'm here to show you how. So simply follow the instructions on your seed packet, plant them in Miracle-Gro soil, keep them nice and warm in a sunny window, and your sprouts will be growing in no time. Now remember, we're going to be growing in containers. We're not going to be digging up the backyard or anything like that, and I'll help you along. Well, this is Gail Gates. I wish you a wonderful day, happy gardening, happy ponding, and keep on being you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And today we are going to be talking about your spring garden and how to start it indoors. We're also going to be talking about hair. Got any twos?